she get no contact. She needs some dope dick and she know who to contact. Da ba da ba dee, da ba da boop. Yeah, ba ba da boop. Yeah, we got a lot of dope. Yeah, we got a lot of coke. We got weed. There's a lot of smoke. Yeah, that's a lot of hope. I said we got a lot of dope. Yeah, yeah. Ba ba da boop.
Yo, tune, pass the steel, a bastard steal. My passion real and fashion ill. The pussy niggas, a massive kill, mass appeal. My passion's real before I had the deal, you dig? Pies and cakes, out of state, lies is fake. God don't make mistakes. Got the girl pussy smelling like codeine syrup. Got the bands on me like a football field. I'm ill. I deserve a threesome for my birthday. If she pretty as Magic City on the first date, come believe the toast. Yeah, I'm post to boast. Good at mold the quote. Not many coming close, trying to smoke what I never smoked before. Dream what I never dreamed before. Woke up and seen my bros sky high. I ride by, I drive by, then how about
not a lot of coke, we got weed, that's a lot of smoke. Yeah, that's a lot of hope. I said we got a lot of dope.
Yeah.
Ba ba da boop.
I beat your ass. I beat your ass. I beat your ass. I beat your ass. I beat your ass, my nigga. I beat your ass. 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 I beat your ass, my nigga. I beat your ass. 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 I beat your ass, my nigga. I beat your ass. 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 I beat your ass, my nigga. I beat your ass.
Don't force it. Slow down. Just chill. Let it be organic. Don't force it. Slow down. Just chill. Let it be organic. Hey, organic. Hey, let it be organic. Organic. Let it be organic. Hey, organic. Let it be organic, organic. Let it be organic, authentically yours, 100% yours. Baby, I'm yours, and this shit's organic. Mentally yours, spiritually yours. Baby, I'm yours, and this shit's organic. Girl, you just what I've been waiting for my whole life. Compromising, not afraid to sacrifice. This the kind of love I always wanted to give. Yeah, if it's real, it should be effortless. Don't force it. Slow down. Just chill. Let it be organic. Don't force it. Slow down. Just chill. Let it be organic. Hey, organic. Hey, let it be organic. Organic. Let it be organic. Hey, organic. Hey, let it be organic. Organic. Let it be organic. I shouldn't have to try to love you. Right by your side, never fly above you. Help keep my chakras in alignment. Never in a rush, I'm good with God's timing. Girl, you just what I've been waiting for my whole life. Compromising, not afraid to sacrifice. This the kind of love I always wanted to give. If it's real, it should be effortless. Don't force it. Slow down. Just chill. Let it be organic. Don't force it. Slow down. Just chill. Let it be organic. Hey, organic. Hey, let it be organic. Organic. Let it be organic. Hey, organic. Hey, let it be organic. Organic. Let it be organic.
Mic check. Welcome everybody to another episode of OG Radio. It is your girl Mishon, Reine.
It's your boy CJ. Welcome back.
How was your holidays? How was your Thanksgiving?
Actually on a detox right now, actually. Yeah, it was pretty good though.
That's good. Did you eat, the typical turkey, chicken?
Yeah, I had a pretty basic Thanksgiving, just regular turkey, greens, kale, and mac and cheese. So slightly, slight healthy in there. That was about it.
Okay. So this year for Thanksgiving, I kind of like chefed up some vegan meals.
Food for the soul. Let me hear it. What's the vegan Thanksgiving like?
So I've been watching like some YouTube shows and like some people that cook vegan meals, but like soul food comfort meals. So I've been making like jerk lentils, curry chickpeas, cauliflower rice and beans.
Yeah, that's my favorite, the cauliflower rice. Cauliflower is so good. You can just use a lot. There's a variety of uses for the vegan world.
Yeah, and that cashew mac and cheese. Oh my gosh. That's just a whole different level.
I'm not gonna hold you. The straight vegan mac and cheese is trash. I can't do it. But I go to Everlasting Life on Capitol Heights. The cashew mac and cheese, I can deal with that. It's got like a smoky like texture for real.
Yeah.
You know.
You gotta really, like, I don't know. You gotta get those who make it and season it. 'Cause me, I had to make it from scratch. I had to soak the cashews, blend it up.
I think that's my problem. I could do the vegan diet, but I can't because it's too much prep time.
Chef.
Yeah, it's too much prep time. Like you literally like gotta build your food from the ground up. Like,
nah, you
like
do.
you starting at ground zero. All right, what am I gonna use for the meat substitute or the season? Or all right, can't use cheese. I gotta make my own cheese. Like every single thing is ground zero. Like if they could make like a vegan like fast food, like there's no options. It's like if I'm not at the house. When you on the go, you can't be vegan. It's hard.
Oh my gosh, I know, and I wish we had more like choices. I mean, I can't even speak for vegans because I'm not like a full-time vegan.
Oh yeah, I say I'm part-time vegan. I did part-time,
Part-time too,
like
y'all.
I probably do it like one of those once a week or not even once a week. I'm not gonna hold you. I did that last year. I'm like once a month part-time vegan. I don't even know if you want to call that part-time. That's like check in.
No. Like me, I like to do it more often because my body rejects dairy and it rejects meat, whether it may be red meat or chicken. I do like seafood, but for some odd reason, my body just rejects meat and dairy. Like I get dizzy, hot, nauseous. Then I just know I'm like, oh. I have time on my hands. Unfortunately, that's going to change. But I have time to cook the way I want to cook. So I guess I'm very interested in finding plant-based substitutions for what I like already. I just, I don't want people to expect vegans to always be eating raw produce all the time. Like, nah, I don't even like eating raw vegetables like that.
Yeah, and you don't want them to get stumped for this new Beyond meat that's coming out. It's more processed than regular meat. Letting y'all know right now, don't fall for the fake Beyond sausage, burgers, all that. It's just more processed. Like they say, it's like plant protein. I don't even know how you extract the protein out of a plant. Like you just be better off getting a black bean burger or like something that's like plant like literally plant-based. That's what you want, plant-based.
Yeah. But on with the diet and how the diet impacts the mind and how people's minds have been lying lately.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to tell you this, and I know if we... All right. Before I get into it, all I know is one thing about why I chose to become a vegan is because I wanted a healthy lifestyle, a healthy mind. I noticed that the old diet I was having, I was living a toxic lifestyle. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I used to be a liar. So when we come back from this break, we're gonna get more into that.
Most definitely.
Hi, I'm Virginia Sudan, and we're Sankofa Financial Group. We're a family-owned CPA firm providing tax planning and wealth management services. Our business is family-friendly, and we can't wait to meet you and your family. So check us out at www.sankofafinancial.net.
would you be mine? Think about you all the time, you on my speed dial. Don't answer the phone, then I'll be damned if I hit redial. Can you hear me now? Good. From the first time I called, I know you understood. But do you comprehend, girl? Get with the plan. I'm like 1 hour compared to a minute, man. I'm everlasting, I want longevity. On the pretty Ricky, baby, sweet and need to be.
But you're ready. I know you're young, but see, we can bump and grind like R. Kelly. Baby, we ain't gotta fuss and fight. Let's take our time and do it right. We gon' make love tonight. I'm like a love roller coaster, flip you over, make you scream my real name. Holla Diamond Blue Smith when you feel the pain. Ain't running game, that ain't my territory. Ask Remy Martin, what's the real true story? When I push, pull me closer. Let me put this thing on you like your lover's poster. I'm the one you need, girl, let me show you. I turn you to a woman from a child. I'm your destiny, baby, I'm a soldier. We gon' break it down, Shorty, say would you be mine? Shorty, would you be mine? Shorty, say would you be mine? Yeah, Shorty, would you be mine? I'm not gon' leave ya, I'm not a cheater, heartbreaker and deceiver. I wanna be with ya. Now Shorty, would you be mine? Through hard times, Easter, Christmas, Thanksgiving, even Valentine's, forever in the day and beyond. Baby, what's wrong? Ain't nothing wrong with slow grinding to a slow song. Now give me my neck bone. You feeling so tender? Let me play some of this Teddy Pender. What's on my agenda? Put ice on your ring finger. Yeah.
Welcome back.
Welcome back, everybody.
Yo, we gonna end the vegan topic off. Just want to let y'all know y'all gotta see her transformation pics though. So the diet do be working, yo. If she decides to expose herself again, because I didn't even recognize who she was. I'm not gonna hold you. So the diet joint definitely work. Vegan definitely work. You know, even if you can't do vegan, vegetarian. But yo, y'all gonna see more of that on the magazine though. But let's get into it today. Where we at? What's the topic for today, man?
Yes, so today I was going to talk about two things. You know, it's important to speak coming from a woman's standpoint, but I also feel like it's important for both men and women to listen to this. You know, I'm about to talk about, you know, how lying affects relationships.
Okay.
And I feel as though the most important relationship it affects is the relationship that you have with yourself when you lie and when you create false accusations on other people, when you go around and when you spread other, you know, lies about other people and you're not really making logical sense. You're just speaking out of a negative place in your heart. That is really not the move to just live off of. You know what I'm saying?
Understandable.
So, to begin, I basically wanted to say that, let's just say in high school, I was in a relationship for a long amount of time, and I felt as though I used my relationship with my father as an example for what I would like in return in a relationship with my significant other.
Yeah, I feel most women do.
So, you know, people aren't perfect, and I feel as though I used the mistakes that my father made. I held those against him, and I also held those against the person that I was like dealing with. And when you witness someone that you look up to kind of like lie or like hold secrets stuff like that, it kind of just like triggers you in a way because it's like, dang, that's my idol. I look up to that person. I want to be like that person. When you see someone like that do something wild or toxic, you kind of like feel like, dang, I can kind of do this too. Then I started doing it, and then I started getting away with it, and I just feel as though I became toxic. I became someone I did not like at all. I didn't even recognize.
I think it's part of the growth process as we get to a coming of age. Like we start to realize that our idols aren't perfect and they're human at the end of the day. I don't think it takes anything away from them, but I do realize that those are examples for us to use. It's not a thing to say like, okay, this action is okay, and you know what I'm saying, or dang, like this person is like a bad person. Are they human at the end of the day? And is what can we get out of that situation, to make us a better person moving forward.
I definitely agree. I definitely also want to make it known that, I learned from those mistakes, and I use those lessons to not be that person that I despised in the past. I just feel as though nowadays, sometimes that old person can trigger me. That old person I used to be can trigger me because that example that I used with my father, you know what I'm saying? It can be someone that I love, not like my father, but I love just as much, like a friend, a best friend or something. And you can have expectations for them, and sometimes they can't meet those expectations, but you just feel as though, well, no, I just feel as though these expectations you have to meet yourself before you have them for someone else. Now, I know this has nothing to do with lying, but all I know is the relationship that you have with yourself is why everything goes completely good and completely bad. And it's like we don't keep reminder of that.
Yeah.
I don't for sure. Like I don't have anyone to remind me that.
I feel as though it's like we have to make a habit of self-reflection because we both genders lie, but just in different ways.
Yeah.
As far as like lying, and it really took like a self-reflection of myself on like the different relationships that I had where I lied and things. So you kind of, one, for men, like we lie a lot about everything, even unnecessary stuff. But
I'm trying to figure out why. Not even for men, but for men and women. Like, it's just like, what does it lead to? Because it don't lead to anything positive in my eyes.
I would say we bring that energy into all relationships. Once you lie, like that energy is in there. Like I don't care how compatible you are with your partner or nothing. Like the first lie that you give, the whole dynamic like has shifted. So after that, I feel like we're young enough to the point where it's like, okay, once that energy in the relationship is entered, it's like, okay, do I really trust this person, or like, do I really like, can I really continue to move forward, with this energy for real? Because that leads into other things, second thoughts about, are you really going where you going, or is this really what it is now? And now that whole dynamic, and as women, like sometimes y'all could just act off of just just that for real, just off the speculations and things, but it don't make a man no right neither. So it's just really took to come to myself like, yo, what energy do I want to put on my new relationships or friendships and things like that? Like that energy, like we got to understand that it changes a whole dynamic for real. But that's just on a male's perspective of lying in our dynamics.
I can understand. I just feel as though women and men have different reasons to lie. And shit, excuse my language, but it gets greasy out here. It gets greasy out here, and women feel as though they have to lie to protect themselves, to protect others. And I don't know why we have created a lifestyle where it's kind of scary to be open and honest and truthful. It's scary.
What you're dealing with as men is hard. It's already hard for us to open up, you know, and like so it's like okay, how like y'all all right. So if you bring line into it, like how do we open up? Like we don't even like, you know what I'm saying, being open. We already close off because we feel like it's weak and we're vulnerable from that. So, you know, how would you want us to move forward? You know what I'm saying?
I don't know because well, I don't want to say I don't know. I'm gonna just say today taught me that I want to use the relationship I have with someone in particular. I hope they're watching to answer that question, because that is a question that I was asking that person today. Like, how can we move forward when it's not that they have a problem with that in particular, but it's more so like a communication problem. Because at the end of the day, it's a communication problem.
Yeah.
So how do we move forward fixing that problem? It takes two to fix a problem, but it also takes two to acknowledge what is the problem, what's causing the problem, you know, where we're feeling lazy at. Because I feel like it's a feeling of lethargicness and laziness and pride.
Could you accept that you possibly be the problem?
Yeah. Always hold accountability.
Can most women accept that?
I don't know, 'cause I can't speak for most women, but I feel as though it's important to hold accountability, only because if you don't, I feel as though you'll just be in the cycle of not progressing, you know?
Yeah, non-progression at all. Just even when I always look at my situation like, yo, what did I add to this? I had to get to that point of like, what did I add to this? Because I can't hold this person accountable. I can't hold this person accountable. I can't make these people see what part they played into this, you know what I'm saying, into these situations. So it's like, all right, what did I put into it? All right, I'm not going to do that again. So let me just move in a whole new direction, because you can't force somebody else to see, you know, where their errors are at. You know what I'm saying? You got to create that peace for yourself, because honestly, some people won't create that peace for you. They won't give you the closure that's necessary on purpose.
I definitely.
Some people know that and they won't do it on purpose. So you got to really get that closure for yourself. Like, if that other person wants to apologize or come back and see where those issues were at, then, you know, more power to them. But you got to do it for yourself. You really got to. And that's what I had to do for myself in order to move forward, because I held myself back trying to fight, you know what I'm saying, people, and getting them to hold themselves accountable and stuff like that, or just to, yo, like, you did me wrong type shit. So that's just where that's at.
Okay. I definitely agree, because when it comes to lying, I feel as though I wasn't thinking about myself at all. I was thinking about everyone else and being scared of what happens if this person finds out or that person finds out. What I mean, it is being selfish in a way, but still not really living for me. And I feel as though when I always made those decisions to lie, you know, I didn't think about how it affect that relationship, you know, long term.
Most definitely. Well, I think we need to take a quick commercial break. When we'll wrap up line and get on to the second portion of today's show.
Yeah, it's very juicy.
Tell me, I need to know, where do you wanna go? 'Cause if you're down, then up we go. Make it lose control. 'Cause if you're down, 'cause if you're down, 'cause if you're down, I need one dance. Couple throw your hands in my hands. One more dance before I go. Higher powers taking a hold on me. I need a one dance. Couple throw your hands in my hands. One more time before I go. Higher powers taking a hold on me. Couple throw your hands in my hands. One more dance before I go. Higher powers taking a hold on me. I need a one dance. Couple throw your hands in my hands. be organic, hey, organic, hey, let it be organic, organic, let it be organic. I shouldn't have to try to love you right by your side, never fly above you. Help keep my chakras in alignment, never in a rush. I'm good with God's timing. Girl, you just what I've been waiting for my whole life. Compromising, not afraid to sacrifice. This the kind of love I always wanted to give. Yeah, if it's real, it should be effortless. Don't force it. Slow down. Just chill. Let it be organic. Don't force it. Slow down. Just chill. Let it be organic. Hey, organic. Hey, let it be organic. Organic. Let it be organic. Hey, organic. Hey, let it be organic. Organic. Let it be organic.
God over everything. To God Almighty, I give praise. The truth, it hurts, so lies is made. And men in search of power use religion to design a slave. See, we're all trying to find a way while trapped inside this giant maze where niggas let that iron blaze and lost in simple-minded ways. Where we hear mothers cry and rage, and it's too hard to hide the pain. Don't try to count how much money I've made, go count the lives I've saved. There's so much light behind the shade, and every night I climb the stage, moving people on these tracks with lines like they was riding trains. I aim to be the wisest sage who thinks like those that's twice his age. Been ballin' long as Isaac Hayes, that fireman whose eyes are blazed. 12 passing judgment, some days I would get harassed for nothing. Did massive stunting back in the day when the trap was jumping. So packs of budding, didn't have a budget, still strapped in public. Somehow I'm winning and haters can't break the pattern of it. They mad at something, that cash was coming, didn't ask for nothing. I kept faith in God, so I had it coming, you gotta love it. Between the Lord and my lyrics, I produce life like two lovers. I chased my dream with my team and watched it unfold like new covers. Don't try to act like you love us, but on the inside you jealous. In times of comfort and fear, they always show their true colors. I swear they hate on my success, but they give ear to my word. They fear what they heard. The demons sweating, I've peeped the setting. I'll keep progressing and
Welcome
teaching
back,
lessons
everybody.
till he's
Welcome back. So we're gonna close the lion section out, get into our second topic, which is a little bit more deeper into false accusations. I feel like the difference between lying and false accusations, I do believe lying, in your own mind and in your own space, you can say, okay, well, I lied to protect you, or I lied for X, Y, and Z. There is some good intent behind lying. You know what I'm saying? But I would say the difference into false accusations is straight ill intent. I can't even think of an example of a good intentional false accusation, So I believe they're all ill intent.
Yeah,
We agree on that one.
I do agree, because I have witnessed a lot of women. I cannot say I am one. I really don't. I don't think I am one of those women, but I can say I've witnessed a lot of women, claim false accusations on men to make them look bad, to prevent them from getting anything, whether that may be a job, a female, just a better opportunity to.
Is it easy? Does it just roll off the tongue? For your you say you
It's
weren't.
easy when you are mad and you have resent in your heart. It is very easy.
So have you felt that point to where you almost could have like slipped up and done it?
I'm different. People that know me know that if I have hate and resentment, it's either two ways to go about it, and I never like to promote violence. So let's just say the other way is just find peace within yourself.
I would say, in my own personal experience, I understand the human mind in the sense of like what got you, like what would get you, because you thought about it. You know what I'm saying? We all think about things, you know, like what you could do, what you could potentially do. You know what I'm saying? So like, what gets to that point? Like I understand. I would say, I understand people get hurt. We all hurt. Hurt people. You know what I'm saying? So. What's the thought? What's that second thought that said like, nah, I can't? You know what I'm saying? What's that one that keep you from going over that edge, or kept you from going over that edge?
I guess it's just like, I don't know. People like attention. Some people don't like attention. Some people like certain type of attention. I don't like drama. If I like attention, I like the type of attention where you're telling me what I did good or why I did good, some type of critique. But when it comes to drama, you know, that's why I stop myself, because it's like, this is not worth this. I'm not about to give this power over me and my life. It doesn't deserve that. Whatever it will be, or God forbid anything. It just doesn't deserve my power.
Yeah, I would say for myself, you know, with my experience with false accusations, it's kind of like, as men, especially black men, you gotta really just like, you kind of just gotta let that joint ride for real. That's your best bet, you know.
I kind of feel bad what y'all be going through. Not really, 'cause black men don't deserve what y'all go through. It's a lot of negative false accusations that, you know, cause lives.
It does. It changes. It does change your world around. You know, it shakes everything up for real. Where you gotta make difficult decisions. You know, and it really causes you to really self-reflect on, like, you know, where you at in life and how to really move forward. You know, because social media has added a lot into that. It's kind of like everyone's a judge and everyone's a jury, and also they're even executioners in a sense. So trust me, I personally just don't bang with the false accusation thing. I try to keep those type of people away from me at all costs, like, because like, especially when it hits the social media, those type of things, everything gets twisted, turned upside down to the point of people ready to, you know, ride or do whatever, you know what I'm saying, based off of what one person said, you know. So just don't give that no type of energy, you know. Even with my own personal situation, I had to like just sit back and watch the whole thing unfold before me before I made a move, you know. Even like with the whole, like, you know, it's just like, we ain't gonna really get into too many like messy topics for like the whole Tory and Meg thing, and that's still up in the court. But like, it was kind of like just judge, jury, executioner. You don't really know for real. Like, let them handle their business how they handle it. Honestly, I felt like there was a whole political stunt as far as with the whole, you know, just social media, just letting it be. You know what I'm saying? That man took a step back to see, you know, where he was at. Like, she took a step back too to see like what's going on with their situation. So, you know, it's just best for everybody to just kind of like really sit back and see what happened and like let them come to that on their own terms. Outside influence really kind of pushes people to do things. When people have an audience or like a following, it kind of pushes them to make a decision or a rush decision, and it's not. Yes, that's the word. Irrational decision. And I feel like those play a lot into these accusations, because I believe there's a lot of good women out there too, you know. But like, as human beings, we all get to a low point, and getting to that low point, the crowd factor, the attention, some people feel, or someone feel exactly what you just felt. Like, yo, I don't like a lot of drama. I don't like this. Like, yo, what's the best way to do to get this attention off me? You know? Some people make their decisions from there. So I believe that's kind of where, you know, I guess I'll give them a little slack. It's not ill intent, but it is still ill intent, but it's not good neither, you know. So it's pretty much like where the false accusation page really comes from.
How did those false accusations impact your life? You know, your social life, life at, if you were going to school at the time.
It added a whole new dynamic to my life. I'll say this, like, that part, I took it personally as far as anger, you know what I'm saying? Like, it changed what I thought. I thought I had lost, you know what I'm saying, who I was and my character and my reputation that I had built over the years. I felt like it was gone just like that in an instant. But what it took me a year to realize, like, yo, that never changed. My reputation never changed. It never was gone. The only thing that changed was people who never met me before in life, whoever came across my path, those people automatically, oh, dang, you know, that nigga does this. He does, you know what I'm saying? Oh, he did that. You know what I'm saying? It took it took away my initial perception, you know? Until after that, I really had to, like, forgive a lot of people, you know? For myself, like how we talked about lying, how getting closure for yourself because other people won't give it to you and personally won't give it to you, you know? So I would say it changed everything, or at least I thought it did, but I had to create that peace within myself, you know? As far as, all right, I never lost myself, you know? I had to regain who I was because I was just angry, like, for the rest of that entire year, and I made a whole bunch of, I'm not gonna hold you, I made some bad decisions that, like, I can't get back, you know, as far as, like, what I did to certain people or, you know, was about to do on
It's so
another
good.
level. So, and it really, like, stopped my own personal growth of really focusing on that and taking progression for myself. I was still caught up at that, what happened in that situation, you know? So, you know, it definitely changes people around you a little bit, but not the immediate people who you know what I'm saying, who grown to love you, or, you know what I'm saying, is like, that's your time to really, like, lean on, and you can really see who's real and who's behind your corner, you know? And I will say that that's just the best way to move forward, you know, even when going through my own personal decision. Gain closure for yourself, you know, accept everything for what it is and what it's not. Take a step back. Don't make any irrational decisions, because I got to a point where I almost made a decision I really couldn't come back from. So that's my best bet for those situations, or my best answer for that.
Okay. One thing I do like to talk about when it comes to false accusations is something that we don't notice, you know, speaking at 24 years old. These type of scenarios happen at, you know, very early ages for people. Like, it even starts in middle school.
Oh yeah, I had my own interaction with that in middle school too.
Yeah.
You know, just, yo, I've had that situation at least 3 times in my life. You know, so it's not nothing new.
Yeah,
And
nothing.
yeah, and that's honestly how I learned to deal with it. You know, by the time I got to college, I had already been through that twice. So it's like, okay. I'm not going to say it was nothing. It was on a larger scale there. But, like, still, the method is the same. Take a step back, watch. And the only part I wasn't prepared for, honestly, was the closure for myself, you know, because, you know, when you kids, it's easy to be like, oh, say you sorry, you know what I'm saying? You ain't mean that, all right, and it's, you know, bygones.
Easy, but it's not easy because you can't really explain those who have committed suicide for all of that torment and judging and bullying, you know?
Yeah.
They took those accusations, whether they were true or false, and they took those to heart. I can't believe, because I grew up in several different types of school backgrounds where it was Catholic, private, Christian, public, all that. It doesn't matter, you know, the environment's still the same, where people want something to talk about, and they want something negative. They want something messy. They want something juicy. They don't want to hear how you cleaned up litter off the road, or how you saved a lady walk
Oh,
across
that's
the
out the
street.
window. No one cares about none of. Look, once that joint
Chivalry
hit,
has been
once that
dead.
false accusation hit the fan, all that shit is gone.
Yeah, that's
Hey, look.
Claude got. Sorry, CJ got me hip about the cancel culture. I'm sorry. I'm
Man,
sorry.
What? That joint just
I
gave.
can't even believe. I didn't believe that was a real thing.
Yo, that joint just gave too many of the wrong people too much power, bruh. Oh my, bruh.
That's not even power to me. That's like
It's power. It's when you can get a large mass of people to make an irrational decision. That's like damn near mob mentality, like but it's just virtual. Like ain't nobody really about to like do nothing for real. But
well, that pretty much shows me how much people are, being led as sheep. They are being led astray because they're not even like listening to their own voices. That it's very confusing because why should I care what someone has to say about someone that doesn't even know what's best for me in my life? Doesn't even make logical sense at all. Why anyone else would either? I don't know.
oh, going back to that point, how you said like it's a lot of niggas that commit like suicide or like or make a bad decision or really follow through with whatever they about to do. As far as that, my advice to them would be find a healthy outlet. I know we've been talking about self-care. We talk about, at-home therapy and stuff like that. Like, look, those are like nice terms or whatever. But for men out there, look, I would say find healthy outlets to get that energy out, because if you don't find a healthy outlet, you'll really make like a bad decision. And really, what took me personally, like I started getting into like spoken word for like using that passion to get into something, putting like my words and my feelings on paper, and then just releasing and setting my intentions. I would say starting this year, I started really releasing my intentions, like, setting, writing affirmations or writing feelings out and really just setting them on fire, releasing them to the world for real. So, but at that time in my life, I just wrote them all down. I wrote poems. I went to busboys and spoke about my situations and stuff like that, but in a different environment, get it out in that way instead of really, taking somebody's life or other people's lives, that you felt, doing those type of things. So healthy outlets, we will get into self-care, self-therapy, or other things like that. I feel like more men will like, what I'm saying? They'll look at more stuff like, if they rapping, they probably put it in their rap.
It's not just men though. What I have to say to women, just understand this. Women have to understand that you will get triggered, you will get tested, you will get provoked in life. But you need to learn when to be the bigger person, understand your power, and learn when to be the bigger person and make the best decision for you. Not the best decision that's going to get back at someone else. Learn your power, know when to say no, know when to walk away. That's my thing. So that we wouldn't be having all these false accusations. Women should just know their own power and know when to walk away from a clown ass nigga. That's just it.
Most definitely. Well, we're going to take a quick commercial break. We're going to close out, get y'all hip for next week. I feel like we got a tough lineup coming out for y'all, something special for the 4th episode. So we're going to touch on that and some other stuff that we got going on with the magazine and everything else with the brand. So we'll be right back.
Press, 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 press. Cardi don't need more press. Kill them all, put them to rest. Walk in bulletproof vest. Please tell me who she gon' check. Murder scene, Cardi made a mess. Pop up, guess who? Pop up, guess who? Ding dong. Must be that whip that I ordered. And a new grip on my daughter. A bad gon' spoil her. Got one in New York, need one in Georgia. New Venom truck as a quarter. My money still long like weed. Still wet like Florida. Everyone jump on the floor. She was talking, but not anymore. Next to your face, I contour. You shop like a strip from Dior. Done with the talking, I'm open to violence. Ask anybody.
I tried to drink it away. I tried to put one in the air. I tried to dance it away. I tried to change it with my hair. I ran my credit card below. Thought a new dress would make it better. I tried to work it away, but that just made me even sadder. I tried to keep myself busy. I ran around in circles, think I make myself dizzy. I slept it away, I sexed it away, I read it away. Those metal lines. Yeah, it's like grains in the sky. Sometimes I don't wanna feel those metal lines. I tried to run it away. Thought then my head be feeling clearer. I traveled 70 states. Thought moving around make me feel better. I tried to let go my lover. Thought if I was alone then maybe I could recover. To write it away or cry it away. Don't you cry, baby. Away. But it's like grains in the sky. Sometimes I don't wanna feel those middle lines. Yeah, it's like grains in the sky. Sometimes I don't wanna feel those
everybody.
Welcome.
I'm excited to talk about next week's episode.
Next week we really got we got a tough lineup for y'all. It's gonna help everybody. We talking about investing in yourself, and investing in yourself is not just something that's financial, like we was talking about before. Self-care, at home therapy, like literally investing in yourself could literally be you going to the dollar store and buying a book. That's you investing in yourself. Writing a journal, anything that's going to help you to put something in and get a greater value out of it, a greater return. So it's not always just money. I know we all look at the money aspect, but you know what I'm saying? Money is good. So we are going to have half of the portion talking about, investing in ourselves financially, for our generation more specifically, Then the second half we'll get into like what we talking about, investing in yourself as far as mentally, spiritually, and
all that
good stuff, So definitely gonna be a tough lineup. We're gonna be hitting the 5 popular sections of investing in yourself. We're gonna be talking about We got crypto, forex, stock market, and real estate and business entrepreneurship. All those, investing in yourself, Gonna keep it quick, get in, have some guest speakers, some credential guest speakers, my fault, apologies, guest speakers.
Yes. It's a very exciting time in 2020 for the average investor and for the person who doesn't know what investing is. It's a very exciting day to catch in for our show. Tune in, please, everyone.
Real investors too, not the acorn investors like myself. So these are real investors, real credentialed people. So, and they are our age, we really wanted to get people like around our generation that's like, so you could see like what it really looks like to be in that field. Like we talked about social media, how it just like everybody feels like they rich, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody puts off this facade like, yo, I'm struggling. It's like, no, I ain't really struggling, but like, yo, we there. At this age, I feel like, look, we just setting the foundation for real. Like the 20s, like we wake up early. If you got that energy, go hustle something out. Like I wake up around 6, hit my 5 miles, come back, start my day, drink some tea, keep it pushing. I'll go to work, come back, and then as you see after work here, OG. So it's like you got that energy. We got that energy in our 20s. So investing in ourselves, like why not use it? We only need like 6 hours of sleep. Like use every hour, every minute of it. Because by the time I'm 30, I'm telling you, I'm checking out. I'm done. Like I'm chilling. Like I'm going to work 6 hours and like that's it. You won't see me like 3 months. Like every 3 months, I won't even be in the States, honestly.
Yes.
Like every 3 months, I'm gonna be out somewhere. And y'all not gonna know till I get back.
And that's the goals. That's my future goals. But we gonna close out. I do have a message of the day for everyone tuning in. Everyone tuning in, I don't know if you have heard us mention this already. It is all about finding peace for yourself. That is my message for the day. Loving yourself and making every decision for you. Not making you selfish, but making you selfish for a selfless reason. You know what I'm saying? It's good to be selfless and part-time selfish for those good reasons. But, thank you, everyone, those who tuned in. You can follow us on Instagram at OG Radio Podcast. You can follow CJ here.
CJ_Clark_11.
You can follow me at Mishon LR. And you can catch us every Monday, 5 to 6 Eastern.
Yes, you can. Yo, y'all like the shirts? They coming, they dropping soon. We got the regular retro OG shirts, and then we got the tie-dye versions coming. Like, look, stay tuned. We got some more stuff coming for you, but we'll see y'all next week.
Thank you. It's been real, y'all.
It's been real.
We party all night, then you leave in the morning. Girl, when you ride it, act like you performing. You a bad motherfucker, you the shit right now. Play your position, we switching positions. Lights out.
Hey.
Girl, I'm about to leave the sheets down and I'ma eat it on the floor. You'll see what you mean to me, but first I need you on the floors now. Ass up, face down, when we're loving. Slow motion in and out. Girl, when you rain, I'ma break you off. Really need to take them panties off. Your body on my body dripping wet, baby. Licking on it, got my dick way too. Girl, I'm just in it exploring. I got the camera recording. Making that pussy too soft, then you get it again in the morning. Girl, I know you're down for playing. Ooh, yeah. I know you're listening to what I'm saying. Your body done started up this conversation. Oh, no. Really take this inside. When I'm inside. Yeah, let's get it. We party all night, then you leave in the morning. Girl, when you ride it, act like you performing. Yeah, girl, you a bad motherfucker, you the shit right now. Oh, baby. Play your position, we switching positions. Lights out. Yeah.
Drop funds on some new shit right now. I ain't talking yesterday, I mean right now. New Audemars for you in the sight style. Lingerie on, got you all wifey down. Where you wanna be right now? Right now. Ride it on top, now you follow my top. Who she wanna be right now? Right now. Got you all in my palms and that ass is a foul. Versatile, got your Versace on, fur on the couch, lips soft, fresh out the shower. 20.